Danny Garcia says that Errol Spence has never been in there with a puncher quite like himself. We're going to talk about all that and more. Make sure you guys stay tuned. Smash the like button. We working. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the Super Chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, the Cash App, and the Patreon family. We working. Cash App, $Boxing Ego. You guys see Danny Garcia. He's in a bit of shape. It's a good fight, December 5th. I want to read some quotes from Danny Garcia Media Day. He says he's the biggest puncher that Errol Spence has faced as a pro. He in shape, man. This is going to be a good fight. So, smash the like button. Danny Garcia, he talks about being underdog. He says it's kind of been this way for his whole career. Danny Garcia says, and I quote, "It's crazy. I've been an underdog my whole career, so when I'm not an underdog, I don't feel right. So I'm right where I want to be right now. I'm in my comfort zone. I'd say I fight great all the time, but it's the energy I like to have. I like to have a chip on my shoulder. It's like I'm proving myself over and over again. After so many world title fights and big events, I have to prove myself again. That's what keeps me going." He talks about getting experience from his past big fights. He says, "Everything I learned in my career has led to this fight. Numbers don't lie. This is the numbers game. So when you sell out the Barclays, when you have a market and have millions of views, you can't force the fans to like you. I've been in there with some wizards, Eric Morales, Zab Judah. Even though they were in their late 30s, their experience was something to learn off of. You're going to school that night. I definitely have been in there with some legends, and I learned a lot from those guys. I learned a lot from everything. And this is it. This is the fight you've got to win for your legacy. This is your legacy. Besides everything else, this is a fight that I have to win. I've been here every day working hard for one goal, and that's to win. We're definitely best friends, him and his dad, Angel Garcia, his trainer. We could tell each other anything, and we could do anything. It's fun to have someone on your side all the time that you could trust, and we have a friendship. I think that serves us well. It's an honor." He also says, since 2015, my first fight on Premier Boxing Champions, that's when it happened. So it's been a great 5 years. Everything they've promised me, they've done. Now we're here with the big pay-per-view event, 5 years since they launched. So he's on pay-per-view, Errol Spence, December 5th. And ironically enough, you have Oscar De La Hoya, who's hating, and Oscar De La Hoya is talking about PBC's numbers and how long can they keep this up. They're losing money, and Tank Davis lost money. But I interviewed Errol Spence years ago in Las Vegas, and he said people and haters could say what they want, the detractors could say what they want, but are the fighters complaining? And that stuck with me when Errol Spence said that. And here's another example where you see the fighters aren't complaining. It's people that are supposed to be competitors who used to work with guys like Danny Garcia, who just lost Canelo, guys like Oscar De La Hoya. So maybe that's the real reason he's worried about what the next man is doing and the next company is doing. Just a side note. When asked if Errol Spence was facing his biggest puncher to date, Danny Garcia says, "No doubt about it. I don't think he's ever been in there with anyone that could punch like me. I'm sure that he's never been in with anyone that punches harder than me. I'm one of the hardest punchers in boxing, period. So anyone that steps in the ring, I'm going to be the hardest hitter they faced. I don't know. Everything is different. I can't really speak." He was asked about Errol Spence's layoff. He said, "I don't know. I can't really speak for him, so I don't know if it'll affect him. That's something he has to figure out, and we can see on December 5th. All I know is I'm ready to go. and I can't worry about what he's bringing to the table. I have to worry about Danny Garcia. The training for this has been different. Wow. And he's looking in mad shape. The boy Danny, look at his shape. So, Danny, you know, back looking strong. He's definitely filled out at the welterweight division. This is him sending hooks at the media day. He does look in great shape. This could be a great fight because Errol Spence, if you look at his media day, same thing. Same thing. I just want to show you guys a few clips. This is Danny in his own personal gym in Philly. It's going to be a good fight. Errol Spence, he got in an accident. His team said he's clear. The doctor said he's clear. It's going to be interesting. And the other thing that's interesting to me is Danny Garcia is a great counterpuncher, and he has great hooks. So Errol Spence likes to go to the body. So being in that proximity and up close and personal, how is that going to fare with a guy who could throw good hooks and good timing and good counterpunching? Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Fox pay-per-view. Danny Garcia, Angel Garcia, they go up against the unified champion, Errol Spence Jr. and Derek James, his trainer. I'm looking forward to the fight. Let me know if you agree with the assessment from Danny Garcia that Errol has never professionally fought a puncher quite like him. I was trying to, you know, as I was preparing this video, I was trying to decide if I agreed with that statement. And at first I was like, nah, I don't know. But then now I think about it, it's probably true. Like, I mean, I guess you could say Kell Brook, but different styles. You know, Kell Brook's a big puncher, but I think Danny Garcia is a bigger puncher than Sean Porter. I think he's a bigger puncher than Lamont Peterson. You know, I didn't know too much about Ocampo, so definitely would say Danny is better with power shots than him. Leonard Bundu. So, yeah, I would probably agree with that. Unless there was someone on the way up, you know. In terms of the elite names that Errol Spence has fought, Danny is, on paper, you know, the biggest puncher. You know, there could be a guy that he fought. Every fighter, like, you know, they could be in their 15th fight or something that they fight some immense puncher that doesn't have skills. But in terms of punchers with skills who has experience in these moments, you know, yeah, I would definitely say it has to be Danny. You know, like in terms of the total package, a guy with power but also a ton of experience. Should be a great fight. Let me know what you guys think. If you disagree with the statement, please let me know who has Errol fought that you feel is a bigger, more experienced puncher than Danny Garcia, who's been in there with Zab Judah, knocked out Eric Morales in the second fight. He hurt Zab Judah. He hurt Lucas Matisse, and he could take a shot too. Matisse knocked his mouthpiece and made it fly out. And then Matisse was putting guys to sleep, and he ate that and had Matisse's eye looking crazy. He knocked out Amir Khan. You know, and I understand Amir Khan doesn't necessarily have the best chin, but we're going to see December 5th, Fox, Spence Jr. versus Garcia. This is second Garcia, more powerful Garcia than Mikey Garcia at this weight. Let me know, is this the biggest puncher that Errol's faced? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, is Ego signing off.
If you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.